you, Mrs. Hanson. Hello, Mr. Grande, and thank you for being here today. I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to all the people who have supported me throughout this experience. Teachers, friends, and family. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be up here today. And I wouldn't feel like I'm about to throw up right now. The longer I'm up here, the better I feel. So anyway, in so many ways, Mr. Grande has made its mark on me, and my hopes are that having been here, I'm leaving Vista Grande as a better place. I learned so many valuable lessons this past year that I'd like to share with you because I think it's very important for us all to be reminded that these things can help make our world a better place. And that's our job, right? I keep hearing that the kids of today are the future of tomorrow, right? I guess it can be a little scary if you think about it too much, but this is a good place to start. I've learned how important it is to appreciate what we have, share our good fortune, and last but not least, have the courage to take risks. This year, more than ever, as we overhear talk of this tough economy, it becomes more clear to us how important it is to appreciate what we have. Here at VG, we have so many things to be appreciative of and so many people who help make it all possible. For example, how many schools have a Mrs. White and a new field as beautiful as ours? The auctions, carnivals, field trips, VGTV, and Spirit Days. These things wouldn't exist without our principal, teachers, and so many parent volunteers. They do it with their time so that we can have the school that we have. They don't get paid for everything they do. They do it out of the goodness of their hearts for our school. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's that Vista Grande is not just a school. Vista Grande is like a family, and we are so lucky to be a part of this family. Sometimes we focus on the things that we don't have, but this year I've learned to truly appreciate everything we've been given and all the opportunities we have for a very bright future. We are so fortunate to be surrounded by such a beautiful school, supported by so many amazing people. This became even more clear to me during my visit to our sister school, Downer Elementary, seeing firsthand that many people are not as lucky as we are. All these years hearing my parents tell me to share, I realize now they weren't just talking about Barbies with my sisters. We learned a very important lesson about sharing when our whole school worked together to donate over 150 books to Downer Elementary. Some people share their time, some their money, others their ideas. I feel so proud to be surrounded by a school with people who are willing to share like this every day. I admire Mrs. Uther and Mrs. Vallisori for dedicating so much work and time to our Pride program. From their inspiration, we've brought happiness and bunnies to babies in children's hospitals, books to schools that needed them more than we did, and happiness, smiles to disfigured children in Operation Smile. We even helped underprivileged adults that needed help for their schools, and so much more throughout only 1 year. I'll never forget the feeling I had that day seeing the smiles on the faces of the students at Downer Elementary, and I learned that anyone, even us kids, can make a big difference. Taking a risk also seems very important if you want to make a difference. I say, dream big and go for it. Every day offers an opportunity to take a risk. It's been an historic year with America electing its first African American president. President Obama dreamt big, worked hard, and took a big risk. I know this is on a big scale, but for me, I realize now that taking a risk isn't skydiving or helicopter skiing. It can even mean having the courage to try new foods, like Brussels sprouts, which didn't really work out for me. But it might for you, and if I hadn't tried, how would I know? It means doing the right thing, even when some people may not think it's the cool or popular thing to do. It means volunteering to take that penalty shot that could win or lose the game, stepping up to take that free throw, or even singing a silly song in front of all your friends that could possibly win a school election. We will all face challenges in our lives, and we will all have to choose whether or not we're going to take the easy way out, or if we're going to try for something special even when we may be rejected. This year, I have learned a valuable lesson about taking risks and shooting for my dreams, and I hope that when the pressure is on, when the game is on the line, or when you may be afraid that you might fail, I hope you'll take the risk and make your dreams come true. So don't forget how important it is to appreciate what we have, share what's yours, to strive to be the best you can be, and take risks. These small words can lead you and everyone else to making this world a better place. No matter what, as long as you try, it'll always turn out much better than not trying at all. It may not be easy, but you'll be glad you gave it your best shot. I'm glad I still have 2 sisters here so I can visit often. I know they'll be in good hands. Thank you for the memories, Mr. Grande, and now I'll hand the mic to Mrs. Hanson one last time. Thank you. 5th graders, let's go show Los Cerros what we're made of. Good night, VG. I'll see you at the reunion.
Can you believe she's in the 5th grade? Writing teachers, you did a great job with her. Congratulations, good job.